Gaano nga ba katagal tumatagal ang lyophilized peptides? We are going to talk about something very important when it comes to peptides: lyophilization. Hey, I'm Mica. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just a mom who started exploring biohacking in late 2024. I began hosting group buys in August of 2025, and everything that I share here comes from my own experience, research, and continuous learning. Transparency in testing is also very important to our community. So as of now, we have 27 certificate of analysis, including tests for purity, heavy metal sterility, and many others. I've also studied Module 1 and Module 2 of the Peptide Therapy Certification from the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. And please always consult with a licensed medical professional before starting anything new. Most peptides arrive as lyophilized powder, or what we call freeze-dried peptides. And peptides are chains of amino acids, and in liquid form, they can break down much faster because of moisture, bacteria, and chemical reactions. So, scientists develop a process called lyophilization to help preserve them. So, ano nga ba ang lyophilization process? Lyophilization is basically freeze-drying. You've probably seen freeze-dried strawberry. Yeah, sa meniso. So, the peptide solution is first frozen at a very low temperatures. And water is removed through a process called sublimation. And this is where ice turns directly into vapor. And what's left behind is the dry peptide powder. Now, because most of the moisture has been removed, the peptide becomes more stable. And that is why peptides are usually shipped as powder instead of liquid. So, gaano nga ba tumatagal ang lyophilized peptides? Now, when stored properly, many lyophilized peptides can remain stable for around 1 to 2 years, sometimes even longer, depending on the peptide. And really, there are 3 key factors. Number 1 would be low moisture. Number 2, stable temperature, hindi fluctuating. And number 3, away or protection from sunlight. And some people store them at room temperature for short periods, especially during shipping. But for longer storage, many prefer to keep them in the fridge. But the important thing really is temperature stability, not constant temperature changes, because that could result to peptide degradation. Bakit nga ba napaka-importante ng temperature, and bakit natin kailangan bantayan ang temperature fluctuation? Now, even though lyophilized peptides are designed to be more stable, they are still biologically molecules. And repeated exposure to heat, humidity, or constant temperature changes can slowly affect their structure. And that is why peptides should not be exposed to excessive heat, direct sunlight, and repeated temperature changes or temperature swings. So, lyophilized peptides can tolerate shipping conditions and different climates. They still benefit from stable storage conditions. Bakit nga ba may mga peptides na mas delicate or mas fragile? Now, hindi lahat ng peptides, they behave the same way. It's not like that. There are peptides that are naturally more sensitive than others. For example, certain peptides have more delicate structures, so pwede silang mag-degrade ng mabilis, or they could gel up during or after reconstitution, or they could be sensitive to agitation or heat. And this is why proper handling and storage are still very important. So, once we add backwater, the peptide is no longer its stable powder form. Now, it's in liquid form, which makes it more vulnerable to degradation. Kaya, napaka-importante na i-store natin sila sa fridge and typically use them within several weeks. Minimum 4 weeks, maximum 6 weeks. Let's all remember, lyophilization is designed to protect peptides and extend their shelf life. It also allows peptides to remain stable for long periods and even withstand shipping across different temperatures. But once they are reconstituted, proper storage becomes even more important. And if you're interested in learning about our priceless group by COAs or chat with our admins, you may head to mamamicaglw.com. And this content is for educational purposes only, not medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare professional before starting any peptide or supplement protocol.